As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Las Vegas Raiders and the New York Giants. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Up after that 4-yard gain, it's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. By Theo Johnson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
A gain of 6 yards.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Dart going to go for it on 4th. It's on target to Johnson. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Dart's going to tuck it and run. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready, go!
Tracy will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Malik Neighbors with the touchdown. And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. Probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now first carry here for Ashton Genty. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders find an answer for their opening drive.
Touchdown, Raiders.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders literally run up that opening touchdown drive as they take a 7-6 lead here. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 35-yard line.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Tracy once more. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Third down now. Here's Darts. Has a man on target to Johnson. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. First down from the 42.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
brought down at the 39-yard
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 7-6 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll be set up 2nd and 7. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
It's going to tuck it and run. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
From the gun, here's Dart. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. They go with a design keeper. Give him 5 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Darts out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Throwing on 3rd. Here's Dart. Throw is caught. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Play like you mean it. Check out.
Here's a design run. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Giants take a 2nd quarter lead. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing. Get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
Raiders 7.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm an aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Penix now on first down. He put everything he had into this one. This is caught inside the 15. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders take a second quarter lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Point after from Carlson is up and gone. And the Raiders take a slim 2-point lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They get 22 out of that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Okay, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course. You've got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
1st and 10 from the 43. They go right back to Tracy. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Trying the right side with Tracy. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Up to the left side, finds Johnson. There he goes on the right side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding pavement, shredding the slopes, or do shred the defense just like that.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Viking 18.
Here's a give inside to James. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Bronco 80. Ready.
Intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
One of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. Ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return coming from the 6. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he set his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good. Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did. And, of course, is the throwaway.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Smash! Come on, set! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat! Hey!
Coming left is Genty. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown! The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders push the lead to 2 scores now.
Giants 12.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
80! Cowboy 80! Check up!
Dark from the pistol. Fits it through the middle. And he will take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants start the second half with some needed points.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Darting this offense, getting set to go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the 2.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Escapes the pocket. Caught him to 1. And he gets into the end zone. That lead is now whittled down to a single point.
Giants 20.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
He throws a bullet to the set. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead to 7. Brock Bowers the touchdown. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Raiders grow their lead to 8.
Giants 20.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone, so the ball is going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, Bronco Warriors, 17.
Back to throw, here starts. Oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. And the Raiders have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time when they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Carlson on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Penix working from the gun. That one connects. Touchdown, Vegas. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Daniel Carlson on for the point after.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders lead by 15 now. Kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Raiders get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. You can put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
On 1st down, here's Penix. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Both things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. He was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Penix here from the gun. Looking for his back, but he will not find it. It's incomplete. Brings up third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, and discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
Penix throwing, third and 2. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
So now on fourth down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Carlson's kick is good. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New York to the line, first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A handoff to Tracy. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
70 Timberwolf. Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Go.
To throw, here's Dart. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back, third down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Will this drive continue? Here comes third down.
Go. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Here he goes, third and long. That's a caught for the first. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, he's totally flipped the field and toned this drive.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. And they pick him off again! Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. There he goes, right sideline! And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tail on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
Daniel
Carlson now to add one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders continue piling onto this lead.
Giants 20.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has this at the 6. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Giants lining things up. First and 10.
Warriors 70. Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. 19. Top 18. Pioneer. Ready.
Dart resetting here after the pick. This is a heater going deep. Big gain downfield. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 29-yard gain. And the Giants are going to have the first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
10 at the 41-yard line.
There's Tracy on first down. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
That's going to tuck it and run. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play. So no gain.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, QB keeper, it gets 0.
7-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Here goes Dart to the air. Short pass brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still Brock not enough to avoid third down.
Brings up third down.
Let's go. Ready.
We'll go with a design keeper. Only one quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. And it's the Giants who are going to have it to start the fourth quarter, partner, in a game that seems pretty far out of their reach. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
19 Lion. Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18. Go.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
All right, here we go. Second down. Design quarterback run here. Now that's not what the offense styled out. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that run. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Raiders defense goes in the dime for third down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
This time he's looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
Cut 19.
Desperation time here. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants putting up points in a game decided. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
Damn, I miss you, Chester.
Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a...
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's going to have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Counter give to Jency. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
This is Jency on 2nd. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd and 1. It's Penix. He's got it, complete to Pickett. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. George Pickens, the touchdown. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it.
You know, it really does, Kate. When you see that point blocked, it just deflates. You feel it. The whole sideline gets deflated. But I'll tell you what else it does. It puts a little seed of doubt and thought into your kicker and your special teams. And you hate that. You really do. You want those guys playing with as much confidence as your offense and defense is. So making sure you get your kicker right and that special teams unit right.
Up to the races, middle of the field. And he's going to go all the way. No flags. We've got a touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
From the gun, here's Dart. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. It was pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Shotgun give here to Jency. He takes it down to the 33. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Oh, he drops a touch to the right sideline. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders grow their lead yet again.
Giants 32.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he won't opt to bring this one out. He's content to keep it there in the end zone. They'll start their drive at the 35. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hawks.
Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Darts out of the shotgun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Left side gets it out quick, and it's caught. This does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Now can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Trying to get it on the keeper. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Genty from the gun. And that's an 8-yard chunk to stop this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
The cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And they catch it behind the line on the outside. Some great range there by the defense to force 4th down.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes it a 29-point ball game.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Good work so far. He's got room. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
For the life of me, I will never understand why you give that returner another shot after he already took one to the house. You could feel it. He's brimming with confidence. He wants you to kick the ball to him, and he nearly took a 2nd one to the house again. He now sets his team up with great field position.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 1st and 10, here's Darts. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. The Giants using their first timeout. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 6, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing from the gun. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Start now. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And forget the turnover.
This is not a place you ever want to be as a quarterback. It is devastating. Defensively, well, this is teaching tape for not just taking it away, but taking it to the house.
Carlson good on the extra point. And the Raiders continue adding on to that lead.
Giants 32.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Set up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take off.
Back to work they go after the interception. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
One final shot here. Has a man on target to Johnson. Hits the 20. He's at the 10. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Giants making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some...
And no, they faked it! They tried to turn away, but it's blown up. That's going to be a sack. Great work by the defense. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season, ending things on a good note and getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we say so long from New York.